What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the hot seat. And today we are joined by two very special guests. We have our incoming pastor, Dave Benson, and our outgoing pastor, Matt Nelson. A little bit of an exit interview for you.
We'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens. Join us right after this. Guys, we have 10 wings that are going to progressively get hotter as we go. And we're going to ask you questions along the way so that you get a chance to tell us a little bit about yourselves or what's been going on or what you're thinking as you are leaving. And I'm not going to lie to you. They get warm.
Can I just say one thing?
Yeah.
Matt told me this was a hot dog eating contest.
Pretty close.
Lost in translation. I can't help that.
Lost in translation. And this is, I hope, Matt, that you'll be gracious in your last couple weeks and not fire me. And then Dave, I hope you'll be gracious and not fire me. So we're trying not to get fired today, but we're going to have some fun with it. We're just going to jump straight in. So, gentlemen, if you'd like to eat your first wing, remember top left and on the first plate, and let's see what it goes.
And do we have a question as we get this, or we just start eating?
My first question here is for Dave.
You ready? All right.
Dave, we noticed through our research that you just finished a 32.7 mile hike on the Appalachian Trail. Mm-hmm. Our first question for you is, are you crazy? Yes. But in all seriousness, what was your favorite part of the hike, and what got you into hiking to begin with?
It must be to eat the whole thing.
You don't have to eat the whole wing. Right. Just take a bite. Yeah.
Wait a second. This makes good TV, doesn't
it? There you go.
Suspense.
It'd be interesting to have my first words to the congregation be with my mouth full or choking.
Yes.
What's my favorite part of the trail? I enjoyed spending time. My associate pastor from my last church, he's actually just took his first appointment. Just a great friend, and it was just great spending time with him. We've talked about doing that for a long time. Anytime I can get outdoors and get on the trail, it just rejuvenates me. So, I like that part of it. What got me doing it was actually another pastor named Jody Alderman. He still, I think, almost completed the Appalachian Trail, doing it in sections, and he just got so excited about it. I just had to go and try it with him one time, and since then I've been hooked. All right.
Well, let's move on to wing number 2.
And that would be this one.
Yep, top right.
Okay, and I don't have to eat the whole thing.
Yeah. And this one is actually a cayenne pepper, which hits 30,000 on the Scoville scale.
Okay, what was the first one?
The first one was a banana pepper.
Banana pepper, all right.
Oh, no, I'm sorry, it's Serrano pepper. The banana pepper we cut.
All right, now we can move on to a cayenne pepper.
Yes.
All right, got you covered. All right, we're good.
And how does the scale work? I don't understand.
So the Scoville scale is a scale that tells us how hot these hot sauces are. And I don't know how they've determined it, but they're generally pretty accurate.
Yep.
And we're going to start as low as 300 or 400, and we're going to work our way up to 2.1 million.
Dave, you got this.
You got this. We believe in you. Matt, this next question is for you. In your 4+ years of ministry here, you've had the privilege of working with a really great staff, if I say so myself. I mean, they are awesome. Fantastic. My question for you is, who is your favorite staff member, and why is it me?
Oh, you didn't.
The real
you
question.
Really went there. You really did.
The real question is, what is the biggest piece of information you would give Dave about the current staff?
Oh, nice. Much better question. Okay. And this is actually quite tasty. It's good. A little spice to it.
Okay. Right on.
Like the cayenne. You can tell the cayenne's in there. You can tell. It's nice. It's good. All right. Biggest advice to Dave for the staff. They are creative, thoughtful, faithful individuals. And so I think in terms of their abilities to do ministry, A lot of times it is helping them to be supported and know that you've got their back in what they're going to do. Because in a lot of ways, they come up with the ideas that I can't even come up with. I think also the uniqueness of who each one of you are as staff and their abilities to bring life experiences there in varying degrees. I think that also brings kind of a level of complexity and uniqueness of who you all are. Now, do I still have to answer the favorite question?
Look, you're leaving, so you have no accountability to anybody after this. So
The answer is you're all my favorites.
oh, what a sweetheart you are. All right, let's move on to wing number 3. And actually, gentlemen, I think I messed up. This next one is the cayenne. We did start with an Anaheim pepper.
Anaheim.
So this one is the cayenne.
I thought
that's my
I
fault.
thought that tasted Anaheim. I mean, come on.
I wasn't going to say anything, but I thought it was Anaheim too.
Okay, man, y'all are really good with your peppers. I'm
Yeah.
impressed. I'm impressed. So go for it. Go for it. Let's see how it tastes. What's the initial?
It's got a little red to it.
A little red.
Yeah.
We're changing colors. That is something you will notice with the wings. They get
Got a little pop.
progressively thicker and hotter and hot. All right. Not bad. Feeling confident? Y'all still feeling good right now?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah,
Maybe this will be easy.
3 in.
3 in.
All right, Dave. We understand that you were a part of a band called Wild at Heart. Many of the band members are actually well woven into the DNA of this church here with Herz Andone and John Merck. My question for you is, which one was the bigger drama queen?
Herz and Andone.
Herzen, you heard it here first. It was Herzen. But
No, just a great time.
oh, we got to put you on blast a little bit here.
Okay.
But the real question is, what is your favorite style of music to play and listen to?
Man, I get that question a lot. And I don't know how to answer that because I've played a little bit of everything. Was trained classically, and but I just tell you what I'm doing currently now, as I'm really getting into bluegrass.
Okay.
I play the mandolin, and I'm trying to work on my mandolin chops, and so I love playing bluegrass, but I love playing all kinds of styles.
Do you play the banjo? Get those little pick fingers?
I own a banjo. I play a lot of instruments to varying degrees.
Okay.
And some of them I play horribly. Banjo is one of them.
But you try.
But yeah, right.
There we go. There we go.
Is there a song about hearing banjos or a movie or something like that? Things are dangerous at that point.
Yeah.
I think I've just been trained in movies that when I hear bound out, just run.
Just run.
Get on out. All right, gentlemen. Next one, we are on to number 4. And this one is the Tabasco pepper. And this is 250,000 on the Scoville scale. So we're bumping up pretty quick here on you guys.
So we started at 300.
We started about 300, and now we're at 250,000.
All right, Tabasco. And I will say that I'm beginning to glisten a little bit, a little bit of that sweat moving on,
It gets a little warm.
I'm just going to say I'm not feeling anything yet.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, I like
Did you see that face?
All right.
He's
All
taught
right.
you
I
a
like
little
it.
bit, Matt.
I like it. All right.
I have a
Let's go,
feeling that's
Dave.
about to change.
No comment.
That one's got,
A little kick?
that one's a little hotter. Got a little more spice to it. It's good though.
This was like the Tabasco at Waffle House.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can taste that Tabasco
Yeah.
in there.
Tastes like that.
Yeah.
I like it.
The
Okay.
uniqueness.
I like it.
Pretty good. Pretty good. All right, Matt. You
Okay.
are a man that we have come to know as pretty innovative. You're a guy who has bounced a lot of crazy ideas off your head. And with us as staff, no, in a good way,
Sure.
What is one dream, crazy thing that never came to fruition that you want us to remember and keep near the front of our brain?
In terms of like something the possibility could have happened
Yeah.
here at Hickory Flat?
Yeah.
Wow, great question. I think, well, 2 things that we were talking about, really kind of wanting to do, was to partner with some area churches and really leverage both our preschool and our sports program to find a way to broaden that upward sports program with either baseball or volleyball or basketball. And how could that be sort of like this broader Cherokee County, Hickory Flat, Canton, like this is the ministry you send your kids to be a part of and really take upward, not just to the next level, but like 10 levels up. And really we talked about partnering with one of the churches down the way that had baseball fields, talked about partnering with Union Hill around the corner with staffing. And so that would have been a really cool picture of how we see each other's working together as churches for ministry and reaching out to the community. That would have been fantastic. 'Cause sports is big around here. Sports is huge.
Yeah.
Families, that's really that third place that people have found. They want to be not just, in their homes and work, but the soccer field, the dance floor, the basketball court, that's that third place. It's pretty big.
Absolutely.
So that would have been really, really cool.
Yeah. Oh, you're going back in.
It's good. Yeah.
Nice.
Oops, sorry about that.
That's okay. No worries. We'll just keep it moving.
Sound effects.
It's the beauty of editing. Next, gentlemen, we are going into our first new special sauce, and this one is called The Bomb. Beyond Insanity.
Da bomb.
So just hearing the name,
Okay.
what do you think it's going to be like?
Got a little extra sauce there. Like
Yeah,
that doesn't even.
it's nice
it
and
sticks.
dark.
Nice and thick.
Yeah.
Ooh, it's got a little barbecue flavor to it.
What's the numbers? We've gone now from 300 to.
This one is 235,000 actually.
235.
All right.
Oh yeah, I'm starting to feel the sweat.
Yeah.
Woo.
Oh, that one's
hot.
That kicked it up.
Whoa, that was a big jump.
This was a transition.
That was a
one.
jump.
That was a big jump.
Yeah.
Ain't no transition to that.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
dove in the deep end.
That ain't transition. Yeah, that's just off the chart. Woo. That went hot fast.
It did.
So here's my other thing you're about to learn about me. I get hiccuping with hot stuff.
The hot sauce hiccups. Yes, he does. All right, Dave, this question is for you.
I'm glad I don't have to talk now.
According to your Facebook, you seem to be a pretty universal Atlanta sports fan. I noticed that you like the Hawks, the Braves, the Falcons, and Atlanta United. Which is the bigger disappointment to you? The Falcons blowing a 28-3 lead in the 2017 Super Bowl, or the Braves last year blowing a 3-1 lead against the Dodgers to go to the World Series?
Man. Tough call.
I think it's a tough call. I think the Falcons. That tore my heart out. I mean, it was a good year. The Falcons. They were both bad though.
They were both bad. Very sad.
And Georgia losing a national championship. You saw that. That's a trifecta of Atlanta disappointment right there.
I would have thrown that in, but I didn't know your college affiliate team at the time.
Well,
so that was a hard one for me as well.
Yeah.
Matt, how we doing over here? All of a sudden, I look over there and you're getting emotional.
I'm tearing up, baby.
That 28-3.
These things are special. It was a 28-3, really.
28-3 really
Yeah.
is hurt.
Holy smokes.
All right, gentlemen.
That one just really, you sure that was the middle of the pack?
That's the middle of the pack for us.
Nick Boca, where are you?
Yeah. All right, this next one is called Slap Your Mama. It's so good that you'll want to slap your mama.
All right, this is moving to the next plate, right?
And this is 250,000 on the Scoville scale.
And what was that last one?
235.
Oh, hey.
Take your time. Take your time.
Wow.
There's no rush here. Does it keep coming?
That was rough.
Yeah, that one keeps on giving, doesn't it?
It's the gift that keeps on giving, Clark.
Yeah. All right, so we're
All right, here we
Okay,
go.
we're at Slap Your Mama.
Slap Your Mama. Top. Wow. Yes, nude plate. Here we go. Matt, during your recent sabbatical, you had time to refresh, re-energize, and refocus. And we also see that you got a tattoo on your wrist. What is the symbolism behind your tattoo? And if you could convince the whole staff to get matching tattoos, what would it be of?
Oh, wow. The latter question sounds like a lot of fun. Let me start with what I got. I got to wipe the tears out of my eye, literally. Like, that is impressive. That last one was hot. Okay, so the tattoo, and so obviously we probably need some kind of camera angle here or something. I'm not sure how that works, how that needs to work, whatever. Anyway, so what I did within this was to remind myself, and especially during this time of my time off, was to remind myself of the presence of the divine in my life. And this time away was really about loving God, loving myself, and loving others, and being in those relationships. And so the tattoo really reminds me of that I have to remind myself daily, the divine in my life, that presence. And so it's a symbol that reminds us of a Trinitarian language, Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. It's a Celtic symbol, the triquetra. And within it is the outer circle that actually reminds us of God having no end and no beginning. And so that continual, eternal presence of who God is. But in it, though, and I'd never seen this, so I had a cross included in the tattoo. So the cross grounds that for me in and through the life of Jesus. And so part of that has been, and many people in this church has heard me talk about that language of connect, grow, serve, and that's really partly true of me. But the triquetra I learned through this time reminds us of how do we look to our past to understand it and grow from our past, and how does that inform our future, our present reality, our present living, so that for our future we can be faithful. And so it has a multi-layered, multi-dimensional belief and understanding to it for me personally, and it's a lot of my own life. I learned about this image back in 2007 time frame or so, and really over the years have thought, well, this kind of guided my ministry, guided my life, how I talked, what I thought. And so it was like one of those moments of, this has been who I am, and how do I sort of memorialize, remember that, note that, and then how does it help me think moving forward? So recognizing that past, living in the present, and faithfully into the future as well. So then what would I recommend for the staff? Wow,
matching tattoos.
Matching tattoos for all of the staff. Gosh, hot wings? No.
Right here.
Yeah, right there.
Once you complete it.
Yeah, I think tattoos are unique for every single person. They always say a narrative. They speak to people individually. So I think for our staff, one of the things that we do well is that act of service. And so if there's some type of expression, an image that would speak to service, I think that would be it. So I don't know if there's a particular image that I'm coming up with, but that would be what I would encourage. So,
right on.
that's helpful.
All right.
Wow, you guys are getting us on these. These are rough.
How you doing?
Yeah. Yeah, it's like day 3 on the trail, one foot in front of the other, one by in front of the other.
Well,
Make it happen.
Yeah.
We think we can go forward, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. This one is actually called Salvation Sauce. And it comes with a little Bible attached to it that actually is a printed Bible, but it's just really, really, really small. So this one actually sits at the 1 million on the Scoville scale.
So
it's got better flavor. There's actually some sweetness to it, to be honest with you.
Okay.
you bait me, man.
It does. I just tasted it.
Okay.
Yeah. It says red habanero, too. I believe it. There's some habanero.
yeah.
Yes, there's definitely.
Yeah.
That's actually good.
I told you. It's got some flavor to
The
it.
last one's just hot.
It's got some flavor. It's not just this crazy off the chart.
Are you freaking kidding me? No, that was actually good. I would get that again.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, Dave. So for this question, we actually have a series of 3 photos we would like to show you. And this could be right here on my laptop. So if you'll just kind of lean in and check it out. And the first one is this one right here of you singing.
Yeah.
I would like to know, what song were you singing in this photo?
Yeah,
because you are really going at it.
I don't know. That was at Smith's Bar. I don't know if you recognize that.
Oh, nice.
I know that because it's just Smith's right.
It's a good memory.
Man, I have no idea. Let's just say some blues song. Yeah.
All right. And then the next one here shows you with an injury. You're preaching Sunday morning, so whatever it was did not keep you out of the pulpit.
Nope.
So we know you got some gusto to you.
Yeah.
What happened to hurt your leg?
I blew out my Achilles heel, and I don't have a manly story. I was running across this 4th of July weekend, and my sister was in the water taunting me. And, we're both obviously older adults. So I'm going to go back into my childhood, and I'm going to run and jump off the dock and splash her. And when I hit it, man, it was, it felt it pop. It was like somebody shot me. Yeah. So that was tough to get over. Yeah.
And then this last one, you got this rock legend vibe to you. And I'm curious, if you made it big time, what do you think the band name you would be called?
First of all, the context of this picture, Halloween in Old Town Conyers is something else. And so and we used to do a big kind of party on the lawn. We hired a DJ and stuff as people would come by the church. And so that was my Halloween costume that year. I don't know what would the game be. Hot wings. Man.
Hot wings. Keeping it on theme.
Slap your mama. Yeah.
Slap your mama.
Yeah.
How are we feeling? It's going back in. All right.
Overall good. Trying to kind of. There was a dark moment there. I was concerned. I was afraid I was going to have to throw and tell.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was tough.
All right. Well, we have 3 left.
We do.
So don't get too confident yet.
I just said I'm back. I just said I'm back in the game. That's all I said.
Okay. Back in the game. You feeling good?
Yeah.
Back in the game. Do you need more milk? Do we need anything before we continue?
I think I'm good.
All right,
Bring
gentlemen.
it. Let's go.
Wing number 8.
All right.
And this one, we're off somehow. I'm not sure how we're off.
What happened?
We
We must be on salvation now.
Yeah, maybe we're on salvation now. So we'll see. Why don't we give it a shot and check it out? This might just have to be changed up later.
Salvation number 2.
Salvation number 2.
Yeah, this is
Second salvation.
rebirth.
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 Okay.
Go for it.
Going for it.
All right. Matt, this question is for you. Over the time you have been in ministry with us, you've helped us focus on 3 key words: the connect, grow, and serve, as you were talking about with your tattoo. These words have been a key focus for all of us as we thought about our ministry. As you transition out or to your next church, what is one final charge you would give us?
You know, sometimes it comes in those sort of key words. You do bring them up and you talk about them a lot, and those can be distracting from really the core of what we're called to do. And I think through that, what I've learned most importantly is really the core of what each one of us is called to. How that helps us implement is really about that one great commandment that Jesus brings. It's really about how is the fullness of my life loving God, what I'm doing. And I'm discovering, I think a lot of this probably came from these 3 months off that I had recently, that gets expressed in a variety of ways. So many different opportunities and expressions. And so I think getting creative about that would be my challenge. What does that look like for you in your life? And it takes us slowing down to ask that question and say, what does that mean? What can it be expressed by? How can that, what is a new way? And sometimes it's going back to some old ways, but we cover that up a lot. And I wonder sometimes in the church if we are not honest enough with ourselves about what we're trying to hide and what we're trying to protect. And when we allow those things to come forth and sort of uncover those layers, that's when we really genuinely are able to love God fully. And so I think for me, I know for these past few months, it's about appreciation for who I am. And I know a lot of times we talk in the church about the fact that we shouldn't be selfish, deny yourself and all these kind of things. And I shared some of that in a sermon back in the fall, but it became more deeply true for me to understand that it is good to honor and recognize who God's made me to be. And in honoring that and loving that, that is loving God. And so there's a sense of, we don't want to be prideful. We don't want to be all these kind of things. But if God's made you a certain way, love that, honor that, bring that forth, and now say, how can God use it? And so, yes, those connect, grow, serve words are kind of good catchwords. They're kind of easy to remember and tangible, but ultimately they're really about bringing forth the very core of who we are as God's children and how do we love that God has created, because in doing that, we honor God.
All right.
Amen.
We are here. We are close to the finish line. We have 2 left, 1 question for each of you. And I need to know, do you immediately regret this?
No.
No.
That last one was pretty good too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Later I might regret it, but immediately, no.
Right on.
Yeah, these last few have been better flavor.
I think we've just lost all feeling in our.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what it
There
is.
might not be any taste.
Maybe it's gone. And we're like, oh yeah, this tastes fantastic.
No,
It's
this was
great.
kind of after.
All right, this one is called The Widowmaker. It's No Survivors.
Oh, I think this one's got some pop. I just sensed it. I just felt it. Oh yeah.
But also a little flavor.
Yeah, this got a little more.
Those 2 men, these were just hot.
Hot.
That's all it was. But that's actually pretty good.
Okay.
But it's definitely coming on after.
There's
Got a late burn.
It's got that
late-
It's got a late burn in there.
Yeah, a little late burn. Okay. Dave, how long have you been a pastor? How many years?
I was how long have I been in ministry, or how long have I been an ordained pastor? I have been in ministry right out of college. I started youth ministry in '84, so I was told there'd be no math today, so so whatever that is, 35, 30, something like that. And then I was ordained an elder in the United Methodist Church in 1998. My student appointment was 95.
That
my
math.
ears are getting cleared out. Deacon in 96, elder in 98. So,
Can you give us a Cliff Notes version of your calling? Like your story to being called to ministry?
again, Cliff Notes is a little bit difficult, but I'm giving a synopsis, and then I'll maybe
Go for it.
in some later sermon flesh it out a little bit more.
Yeah.
But I went into youth ministry looking at it as a vocation. I enjoyed the church. Christian faith was very important to me. I had been a youth volunteer. I enjoyed music. I had a music degree, and so the position I was hired into, and I was a youth choir director and the youth director at Trinity on the Hill in Augusta, which is close to where Matt's going. And over those 6 or 7 years that I was there and began to work in ministry, and in particular as I was invited to participate in the sacraments, I realized that I was being called to something that was beyond just a job, that it was a vocation. And I still was so committed to youth ministry. We want to leave that. And I thought that I could be ordained and still stay in youth ministry, but I never saw myself preaching in big church. But so God had to work on me for a few years, about 10 years. And then I went to Candler and started the process. But Bill Britt, who was senior pastor at Peachtree Road, where Matt was a big part of my calling story. He was the associate pastor at Trinity at the time that I was there, Trinity on the Hill. And so it's interesting how all of these have sort of intersected. I started in Augusta, and Bill Britt had something to do with, I think, both of us. Oh man, it gets hard to talk as you get.
That one's got a little pop to it.
The
Widowmaker
like a late kick for you guys.
It does. It's that Widowmaker component. Is that what you said it was?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No Survivor. Yeah. It's there.
You have made it. You have climbed the peak of hotness. Have you ever had anything this hot before that you can remember? I mean, you've done this before.
I have to say yes, but I don't have to bow to Dave's.
Probably not. I mean, one time accidentally I ate something in a Mexican restaurant. There was some sort of pepper. I ate the whole thing whole, and it was.
Was it the little red one?
No, it was green.
Oh, okay.
And that's why I didn't think it was going to be as hot as it was, and it was painful. No, this was great. Only in the middle is where it was. I was like, I'm not going to finish this.
Yeah, that one was pretty
But
powerful.
it was maybe the last one was up there.
All right.
Well done, Dave. Well done.
Real fast.
Super
Before we tune out, you guys have been awesome sports. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your ministry. Thank you for the time that you spent here, Matt.
Absolutely.
And Dave, we are really excited to get going with you.
Thank you. I'm excited to be here.
But I want to give you one last chance to, is there anything that you would like to close out this time and say? Matt, I'm going to let you go first. You got your camera over here, and then Dave, after he's finished, you got your camera over there.
Okay.
I tell you, just to say to the congregation and the community of Hickory Flat, I'm grateful for you. Thank you. Obviously, we were all kind of surprised by this change, and this wasn't the timing we thought was going to be happening. But please be aware and please know this is bittersweet for us. This has been a great place. We've been well loved. One of the things I told Dave, churches will tell you all the time, oh, we're very friendly. We're very friendly. We love people. And they kind of mean that. It's sort of true. It is genuinely true about this congregation, and we know that, and we've felt it, and we've experienced it, and so we're grateful for that. You've loved on our kids, you've loved on our family, you've loved on me individually. 3 months off, what an amazing gift to time to renew, to recharge, and I apologize to you for not doing a better job previously, but those things happen in life, and so I'm grateful to Hickory Flat. So thank you all for who you are, what you are, and may you continue to be that witness in this community for Jesus in all these ways.
This has to be the weirdest introduction to a congregation ever, for those of you who are just meeting me via this wing contest, but I've loved it, and I have just so appreciated the hospitality of the staff today, and hospitality of Matt all through this. Like Matt, I didn't, if you'd asked me a year ago, I was going to be staying in Conyers for my last 7 or 8 years of ministry, which is about how long I have to retirement. But God had other plans, and once you get on board with that, it gets pretty exciting. And I feel God in this. I love Matt, and if Matt was my pastor, as I said in the video, I'd be very sad and upset he was leaving. But God's in this, and I feel so excited and thrilled to be here. What I've seen at Hickory Flat is just, the opportunities are incredible. It's amazing over my years in the Methodist Church how God has a way of putting the person with the particular talent in the right place at the right time. And so I don't know what God has got in store, but I know it's going to be incredible. And it's going to be great for Matt too. And so, we all get to be in each other's lives forever. So, the journey that we share together for the years that we are, that's can be special days. And so I look forward to the special days we're going to have here with you and Steve out here in the audience.
So I'm not fired.
You're not fired.
No,
you're not fired.
No.
We won, guys. Let's go. Thank you again for being here.
Yeah.
And hopefully this doesn't hurt later.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for watching, and we look forward to continuing ministry together.
Yeah.
Watch your mouth.
So